Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining, welcome. I'm so glad that you've joined me. But also if you're coming back, I really truly do appreciate that you do come back. This is part of my Monday when I go live on Mondays. And what happens on Mondays is I either do a 3D project or I do a fancy fold card. And today we're going to do a very simple, I don't know if it's a fancy fold is what we could call it. I think it's more like a fun fold card. But let's do this card. It's called a 2468, which really kind of lends to what I'm going to do here. But I'm hoping that you'll enjoy this particular fold. Now, the other part is remember that this is part of a live. So if I go and I say hello to different people, that's all part of it. So if you're watching on a replay, just scoot on back or just scoot ahead and you'll miss all that. But I will be answering questions as we do go along. So there might even be questions that you have yourself. So good morning to Jeanne, good morning to Pam, and to Marie. Good morning, good morning. Oh my goodness, Marie, you're in Creston. I hope you're safe there because, geez, there's been some awful things happening in our province, that's for sure. All right, so we are going to be using the Beary Christmas stamp set. You notice I'm using a lot of stuff from the new mini catalog. Honestly, I'm away for the latter part of this week, so I don't have much time to prep for an awful lot of other things that I'm doing. Plus, also, I've got so much to do that I want to make sure that I fit it all in, and it's such a short catalog period because it doesn't start till September the 6th. So this Beary Cute is so adorable. It has the polar bears. It's got trees. It's got some really cute whimsical type things. Hello, Caroline. And then it's this polar bear punch. Honestly, I think this is going to be a hot seller. I think it's going to be one of those ones that, get it while you can is what I'm going to actually say. All right. So it does have some amazing, it comes actually as a suite. So I want to show you this designer series paper. I love this one. I can see that one's going to go. I have an idea for this one. So I'll be showing that on one of my fancy folds. Has this, I like this parcel one. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And then we have this one. And then we have the back side of all these. And these remind me of my Norway sweater, right? This sort of stuff. Actually, the blue one reminds me more of. I used this one on Saturday, the back of this one. Did I? Yes, I used the back of that one on Saturday. In any event, I want to show you the versatility of this particular stamp set and the polar bears. I know I'm kind of working on one to do make and take for our retreat. So hopefully that works out okay. Hello, Colleen and Mary. Yes, I figured, Caroline, that you were with Marie, especially when she says that she's in Creston as well. All right, so I have my trimmer here, and we're going to use our trimmer to do our scoring on here. Like I say, this is a very, very simple card. So what I'm going to be doing is I have a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. This is another piece. This is the one that reminds me of my Norway sweater. So it's 12 by 5 1/4. So what you're going to do is, just like it says the type of card that it is, you're going to score it at 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, and 8 inches. Now, I know you can make boxes that are 2, 4, 6, 8 boxes as well. But this, all we're going to do is we're going to use our foam folder and get in on that. I've used a couple of other parts from different suites as well. So we're just going to fold this in. We're going to go a mountain fold, a belly fold, mountain fold, belly fold. And then we're going to go in, and this is just off by a bit. So I'm just going to actually, is it this one that's off? Yes, just by a tad. So I'm just going to actually pull that up to that part and come in with my bone folder and do it that way. Yeah, this is adorable, this one. And then that'll be just right. Let's score that one as well. or burnish it. And just like that. Okay, so like I say, then we have this card that pulls out. Now what we want to do is we want to put this onto a base, and the base size that we're going to put it on is 4 by 5, 4 1/4 by 5, and that's what fits into our card. So there we would just put that right onto there. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that right off the bat. Now, unfortunately, you kind of cover up that one piece of designer series paper, but you're going to actually see part of it if you look on the back side of the card. So it all works good. I know nothing better than crafting with friends, right? I got to do that for a good portion of the weekend. I did an awful lot of Zooms with people and crafting. So it worked out. It was really quite nice. So whenever you can, get on a Zoom and craft with your friends. Or you could do it through Facebook Messenger as well. So let's just get that on there. Oh my goodness. I find this dries so quickly in this heat. And it's not so warm today. So like I say, this piece was 5 1/4 by 12. We scored it at 2, 4, 6, and 8. We have a mountain and a valley fold. And I've got glue all over my hands. Good morning, Marjorie. Yeah, is it smoky enough for me? Well, I'm just hoping that the smoke comes up, or else I won't be flying out to Vegas for my Stampin' Up event, right? All right, so I do happen to have this, and this is what we're going to actually put onto the back of the card. We're going to decorate that as well. Now, the part where that happens with a 2, 4, 6 card is what you do is you may have an image here. You're going to put an image there. Going to go ahead, put an image there, and then we're going to put the sentiment in the middle here. So I thought, well, what I could do with some of these images, I went and I used the snowflake sky 3D embossing folder, and I did that one, and I figured that's what I could put one of my images on. And then I have another couple of these, and these are from the Stylish Shapes. So we have some of those. Hello, Dorothy and Janet. Okay. All right. So now what we want is we want some of our scrap paper. And remember, this one comes with a punch. So we're going to have fun, and let's punch out our polar bear. This one, I'm using Memento just because I want a black ink. And then let's go and just stamp that there. Now, there is also in this particular stamp set, there is a scarf. There's a hat too. So I kind of want to go, and I'm going to put this hat somewhere for a second. I'm going to come in with the scarf, and I'm going to kind of keep with the colors that are in here. That's your best way, is to find what colors go together, is check out the backs of your designer series paper, right? So we're just going to ink this up, and let's put a red scarf on this guy. So we have a red scarf on our polar bear. I also want to put a red toque on him. This, unfortunately, is going to have to be fussy cut, but you know me and fussy cutting, I'm all good with that. So let's come in and see how easy this punch really lines up. Now remember, like I say, I think this is going to be one of those ones that's going to go very, very quickly. And you can't order any of this stuff until the 6th of September, unless you're a demonstrator. I don't know if you can see this, but I am resting my hand on the onto this mat. It just helps me keep it steady. And then I thought, I've done this with Memento, so I can come in and actually And I'm going to use my favorite gray. I'm just going to actually do some highlights on this. And this is the light gray granite. And I'm just actually going to put some of these accents on the bear. We're not coloring it all. Just giving it some color. And I'll show you how that kind of looks on there. See how I've just added some color and it's given that. Now another thing that you could use on this particular one is you could use Pool Party, and I'll show you how the Pool Party would actually work too. And I would sometimes match the two of them together, so I'm all good with this. The other part that you could do is you can come in with your Pool Party and go around the outside of your image, and this makes it kind of pop off, especially if you're going to put this, and I am actually putting this on white. So I'm just bringing that around, and that's just going to pop that image off the white that I'm using on the back. So you can't barely see it, but you wait. Like if I put it onto there, now see how that pops that bear off of that page. Sure, we're going to use the dimensionals on there, but it does pop it off. Now remember I had that hat. So I have to go ahead and cut that hat. We're going to fussy cut the hat. Like I say, I love fussy cutting. Good thing, because we don't have dies for this particular set. So just cut that off. I don't know about anybody else, but if you do live in Kamloops, there's so much smoke out there that it's really affecting my throat today. Not sure why. Haven't been outside that much. Mind you, I did go out and water my pots. All right, so we have, I want to put that, if I put the dimensional on the back of this, what will happen is I might find it, right? So just use a little one. Just put that there. Now, the other part that I did on here, because it was a circle, I went and I used the snowflake, like I say, the snowflake sky. And that's actually what I'm putting this polar bear on. So let me just go and bring some dimensionals in. I love it when you got a punch because it makes it so much easier getting through all my little pieces of these dimensionals. So hello, Rennie. Or is it Rennie or Renee? I have a friend that she calls it's Rennie. So I think it's with a different pronunciation with the way where you add the enunciation to it. Okay, so this is just going to go on here like so. Now I want to put this, and I kind of want to show you where I want to put this one. My thought is it's going to go here. And I thought, ooh, that'd be kind of neat if it kind of matches up with this. So let's see if we can do that, where this will go and it'll kind of match. See how that's kind of matching? Not that it is, but kind of. All right. So then we're going to, let's put our toque on there. You know what? We got to put the toque onto the bear. Right? I shouldn't have put that dimensional that far down. So let me just change that. I'll just take that dimensional off. And let's try again. Now I did not cut this paper any special way. I just went and I took this off and it just sort of happened this way. Renee. Okay. Like a grab accent on the end. Is that right? Very nice. Okay. I will remember that, Renee. All right. Let's try that again. There we go. That tube does not want to sit where I want it to sit. That actually looks really silly on there. think it goes off to that way. There we go. All right. And then on the front, I have another circle, and these are cut out with this stylish shapes. And then I thought, well, I could bring in my Marius trees. And the Marius trees have these dies that cut out the trees. They cut out like, what, 5 different size trees. So I used this one. And then I thought, oh, what can I do to decorate it? And then I thought, well, let's just use the fern embossing folder. So the fern embossing folder is on there. Let's just go ahead and put that on. Now, which one's the right way? But it does. It makes it look like a tree, right? So that's a good thing to think about with your Marius trees, right? Okay. Oops, I think that might show. There we go. And then check this one out. A tree on the front. How neat is that, right? So that's just going to go on there as well. So, all right. So we have this. We're going to put this right here. We're going to put this guy right in there. And then we can put our sentiment is going to go in here as well. So let's go ahead and just decorate these ones up. And that's got a star up at the top too. And it kind of looks like it's continuous. So I'm good with that. Like I say, I didn't pick this that way. I didn't cut in the middle of the paper. It just came off the bottom. So just like that. Now, you know, I honestly don't know who originated this, this fold. I remember it from years and years and years ago. It seems like we always go back in and figure out folds to put back on it. So remember this? I thought this could go here. And that kind of looks like the same bear. So I'm just going to put some there. There we go. So when this goes on here, it doesn't really match, but it kind of looks not too bad. So when we open that up, see how it's going to, when we open the card up, it's just going to come like this. And now what we want to do is we just want to put this. So I think what we're going to do is we can kind of look like a whole pile of circles this way. I know what's going to happen here is that we're going to see some of the sentiment. So I thought, can I go with a smaller sentiment? Can I do something on here? And I thought, well, maybe what I could do is put a snowflake here because the stamp set has a snowflake on it. It has 2 of them actually. So let's see. Smaller snowflake. And you know, this says it's balmy blue, but it's really doesn't match up that great, which is kind of unusual because Stampin' Up's usually pretty good about matching their stuff, right? But I'm going to come in with some Night of Navy. And let's take this. Let's just put a snowflake right about there. And then the words that kind of go along with this particular one, this doesn't say it's Christmas. This could be winter wishes, that sort of stuff. So we're going to just go warm wishes. Just like that. And let's see how that looks. If not, I may have to turn it over. I kind of didn't want those words to show. Is that going to be kind of in the center? Not really. Kind of. Let's see. Yeah, that's not too bad. We're going to get it covered anyways. So I don't, you know, I'm going to kind of cheat here. Hello, Linda. Hi, Kathy. I am now, the only reason I'm doing this is because I kind of got it in the right spot. Now I'm going to come and I'm not going to pop it up. I'm just going to glue it down. And then I can put that right there. Whoops. Could I get it going straight? Let's double check that. Yep. The words are covered. Son of a gun. And now I'm just going to come in and just take that and just a bit here. So this is a 2, 4, 6, 8 card. Like I say, it's pretty simple. Let's come onto the back because we definitely want to put something onto the back. Now I'm thinking to myself, what might be nice is another polar bear, right? So let's go ahead and let's stamp that one up. I should be doing this onto a block. I mean, a paper piercing mat. I do have padding underneath here, so I'm kind of fortunate that way. Now I'm thinking to myself, here I go thinking. Sometimes thinking is my worst enemy. Is I am thinking that maybe what I'll do is I am going to put a navy scarf on the back. Let's just put that one there. Kind of looks black actually. And then I'm just going to come in and just get a bit of that highlighting done as well. And we'll just punch that out again. Well, you know, sometimes too, I overthink things too. But you know what? I probably have 4 or 5 projects sitting over on the other side of this table. And it takes me forever to figure out exactly what I want to do. All right, so this is just going to go like this. And let's go. I kind of want to have this repeating itself. And I don't know if that's going to. If I went, I'm going to try something. It may not work. I'm going to go warm wishes here. Let's go warm wishes here. And then there's a reason why I'm repeating these words. I don't like that. So that's easy. We'll just go and put warm wishes here. Whoops. I keep saying that Stampin' Up has amazing paper. It's magical. There's 2 sides to it. All right. And then we can just stick this guy down here. And we got lots of room to write on the back of this particular one. There we go. But don't you think a child would like this card? I think it'd be lots of fun for them. That didn't work. I think that's funny. Oh, well, I have this thought process, and if I don't like it, I just turn the piece over. Oh, Jan, you crack me up. You know, it would be. And, you know, I got to tell you, this paper is 5 1/4. So it's 5 1/4 by 12. So if you make 2 of these cards, you then have 10 1/2. So you have 1 1/2 inches that you could put a strip also on there. So, but we can't leave this like this because you know me, I've got to have bling or something. Now these are the embellishments that go with it. So if I went and I put some blue on here, oh, you know, this is white. You know, no, I'm thinking green now. Let's put some green on the tree. I have to use the little ones like so. It has the star on it. So we've got 3. Oh, something's sticking on here. You got to be very careful that you don't have that glue onto the back. If by any chance you do get some glue on the back, just come with your embossing buddy and just take that. And then let's put some of this blue. That's maybe 2 on the inside, maybe. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. Oh, look, I'm going to do one there. Let's do one there. All right. I don't think there's much more. All right. So there you go. Jan always reminds me to dress up your envelope. My whole problem is I never know who is getting the envelope until I go to mail the card. There was about 20 lucky people that got cards last week. But yes, he would be adorable. But anyways, there you go. What do you think of that? Cute card, easy card. Don't want to cover up too many of these bears. I think these bears are amazing. It kind of just sort of all goes together. So I hope you enjoyed that. So I am back tomorrow. Hello, Pam. Yeah, I think my youngest grandson would like this. My grandkids love interactive moving cards, and this one is not one that could be destroyed by a 4-year-old. So I think that's where that would be good. Now let's see what we've got going here. So tomorrow I will be live at 4:30 doing my technique. And then from there until Saturday, I'm away at a Stampin' Up backstage convention. I'm hoping we get there. I don't know if I'm even going to if I can even fly out of Kamloops. And of course, Vegas has floods or flood warnings, so that's kind of scary. But in any event, I'm going to be ready to go just in case we can go. And and for on Saturday, I do have a live, but it's pre-recorded and it'll be with the card sketch. So it'll be card sketch number 171. So I hope you'll join me then. I'll probably be I might be watching you as you're watching it as well and making comments. So in any event, you guys have a great day. Give me the thumbs up if you like that. Share my video. I would appreciate that. And if you live in Canada and don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to work with you. All right, you guys, take care. Bye for now.